Hey, welcome back to my new video. This is Easy Tutorials, and for those of you who are the first time in this channel, please consider subscribing. Today we'll be creating this. Before we start, I'd like to invite you to support me on Patreon. You can also get access to all my premium content. In this tutorial we'll be using the Easy Tools script, which is free to download. So let's start. Import the files you need into After Effects. You can download the project files and the templates separately. This way you will be able to create this modern opener, even if you don't want to download my template. You can find both links in the description. We'll start by creating all the main compositions. Create a new composition and name it Modern Opener. I'm using a Full HD 1080 pixels preset, with 30 frames per second, and 5 seconds long. Create another composition and name it Slide 1. Make it 640 by 1080 pixels. Create one more composition and name it Slide 2. Make it 320 by 1080 pixels. Select the Slide 2 composition, and duplicate it. Then select the Slide 1 composition, and duplicate it too. Now, create another composition, and name it Slide 5. Make it 1920 by 360 pixels. Select it, and duplicate it 2 times. Rename the Slide 7 composition, Logo Animation. Select all the slide compositions, and double-click them, to open them down here. Also, open the Logo Animation composition. Bring each image in its corresponding slide composition. For example, image 1 in Slide 1 comp, image 2 in Slide 2 comp, etc. You can use your own images, which fit better with your project. Try to arrange the images, to make the most attractive part of the image visible. Enter the logo animation composition, and bring the logo into it. Move it up a little. Select the horizontal type tool, and write your tagline. Place it around here, then align it horizontally in the middle. Select both layers, pre-compose them, and name the new composition, Logo. Bring the reflection file, under the logo layer. Change its track matte to alpha matte. Search for hue and saturation, and apply it to your reflection layer. I will change the master hue angle to -27 degrees, but you can change it to any other value, which gives a color that suits better with your project. Close all these compositions from here, and enter the Modern Opener composition. Bring the 4 first slides into it. Select the Slide 1 layer and align it to the left. Select the Slide 4 layer and align it to the right. Select the Slide 2 layer, open its position options, and change the X position value to 800. Select the Slide 3 layer, open its position options, and change the X position value to 1120. Make the Slide 1, and the Slide 4 layers 3D. Select the Slide 1 layer, and move its anchor point to the middle right. Open its rotation options, create a keyframe on Y rotation, and change its value to -97 degrees. Select the Slide 4 layer, and move its anchor point to the middle left. Open its rotation options, create a keyframe on Y rotation, and change its value to positive 97 degrees. Move to 1 second and 15 frames, and change both of the rotation values back to 0. Select the Slide 2 and Slide 3 layers. Open their position options, and create keyframes here. Move back to the first frame, and change the Slide 2 layer, Y position value to -540. And the Slide 3 layer, Y position value to 1620. Select all the layers, and reveal all their properties with keyframes. Select all the keyframes, and ease them. Then open Graph Editor, and change these curves like this. With all the layers selected, check the motion blur boxes. Then activate the motion blur effect from here. Pre-compose all these 4 layers, and name the new composition, Opener 1. Make the new layer 3D. Open its rotation options, create a keyframe on the Z rotation, and change its angle value to -25 degrees. Move to 1 second and 15 frames, and change the value back to 0. Open the position options, and create a keyframe here. Move to the first frame, and change the Z position value to -1650. Check the motion blur effect box. Reveal all the keyframes, select them, and ease them. Pre-compose this layer, and name the new composition, Opener 2. Duplicate the new comp. Rename the bottom layer, Edges. And the top layer, Middle. Select both of them, move to 1 second and 15 frames, open their position options, and create keyframes here. Move to 2 seconds and 15 frames. Change the middle layer, X position value to 2880. And the edges layer, X position value to -960. Select both layers, reveal all the keyframes, select them, and ease them. Make sure to unselect all the layers, grab the rectangle tool. Change the fill to solid color, and the stroke to none, and draw a shape like this. Rename it, Matte. Click on Rectangle 1, Rectangle Path 1, unlink the size values, and change them to 1920. And 360. Move this layer anchor point to the middle, then align the layer centrally. Duplicate the matte layer. Place the first one on top of the edges layer. Change the edges layer track matte to alpha inverted matte. And the middle layer track matte to alpha matte. Select the motion blur boxes on each layer. Move to the first frame. Bring the Slide 5 and Slide 6 compositions into your modern opener composition, then, bring the logo animation composition, and place it on top. Select the Slide 5 layer and align it to the top. Align the Slide 6 layer to the bottom. Select the logo animation layer, open its position options, and change the X position value to -960. Grab this pick whip, and parent it to the middle layer. Open the Slide 5's position options, and change the X position value to 2880. Do the same with the Slide 6 layer. Select both of them, and parent them to the Edges layer. Your animation should look like this. Check the motion blur boxes on these 3 layers. Select all the layers, pre-compose them, and name the new composition, Opener Animation. Create a new black solid, and name it Background. Apply the ramp effect to it. Change this value to 540. This one to 3000. Change the ramp scatter to 500. Change this color to this shade of gray. The ramp shape to radial ramp. Then click on Swap Colors. Bring the background layer at the bottom of your composition. Create a new black solid, and name it Light Leaks. Search for fractal noise, and apply it to your layer. Change the noise type to spline. The contrast to 175. The brightness to -55. Click on Transform, and change the scale to 1300. Change the complexity to 1. Alt-click on the evolution stopwatch, and write this expression. Time multiplied by 90. Click Await to save it. Search for hue and saturation, and apply it. Check the Colorize box. Alt-click on the Colorize Hues stopwatch, and write this expression. Wiggle. Open bracket 4, 130 close bracket. Click Await to save it. Change the color saturation to 50. Change the blending mode to Screen. Open the opacity options, and change its value to 40%. Create a new black solid, and name it Fader. Move to 4 seconds and 15 frames. Open the opacity options, create a keyframe, and change the value to 0%. Move 15 frames forward, and change the value back to 100%. Bring the sound effects file into your composition, and you are done. Let's check the final result. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial on how to create a modern opener in After Effects. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and comment. It would be great to know your opinions on my tutorials. Also, you can make requests for new tutorials, on interesting effects or animations that you would like to learn. See you soon.